Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're wrong. What you getting in? Perfect Flex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, this a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You could call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go!
Damn! I mean, for years, people, I have been accused of a WWE enthusiast. I've even fallen in love with saying, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just own who the fuck I am. I love all wrestling, but yeah, my heart belongs to these 3 letters that, you know, whatever. But it's SummerSlam, right? We're supposed to be excited, right? It's like when I went to go see Superman, I was excited. It was great. That's WrestleMania. I go to SummerSlam, it's like Fantastic Four. Was it really good? Was it really fantastic? It was clobbering time. But oh my God, it was a letdown. I'm going to say that right here, right now. Welcome to the Mike Knoxxx Show here on the Mike Knoxxx channel. Produced by Mike Knoxxx, hosted by Mike Knoxxx, starring Mike Knoxxx, edited by Mike Knoxxx, written by Mike Knoxxx, fucked with, and hashtagged by Mike Knoxxx. Welcome to the program, people. Do me a favor, like, follow, subscribe, do all that beautiful things that y'all do, because without y'all, we couldn't be here, and because of you, I'm still here. This is the show the pros listen to, the ayatollahs of rock and rollers and all that stuff in between. And without me, just be honest, people, you wouldn't be here. You have a podcast because of me. You have wrestling love because of we. We could not do this. We are the $1 Million Connection. We tag in and out to form the mega powers, people. Listen, SummerSlam was last night, and I had more excitement for my opening monologue than I think this pay-per-view had. But we are joined by the one, the only, Christopher Spotface. What's going on? Remember, you might be muted. You might have to unmute yourself. How you doing?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, brother.
So let's get it started. Live from the VIP, from the NYC. It's the throne himself, yours truly, Mr. 1985, a.k.a. your mama's favorite fat boy himself, Spotface. And I'm in the Billy. SummerSlam, the biggest party of the summer? Don't feel like it. I'd rather Cardi B perform than that women's title match.
I said the same thing, and I knew it was going to be a bad PLE when I saw Cardi B start to show off in our Triple H or Stephanie McMahon. What happened to welcome to SummerSlam?
He spent all that time with Trump, but that's another conversation.
That's why it sucked. Go ahead.
I don't understand it. I guess SummerSlam is like our party because, you know, we did the live one years ago in Delaware. Mm-hmm. Now we back with the SummerSlam review, and it's like, brother, this not it.
This. Listen, all I kept saying, right? Like I'm gonna just say some truths. Okay, let me speak some truths. On the main event, which I did like, okay, but I'm a punk mark. Let's just let that be known.
That's fair.
My son went to sleep. I had to like move the pillow and say, I know you ain't going to sleep with the main event. But he doesn't like Gunther. But he's also 18 years old. He doesn't understand how. I like the line they did say about Gunther. I will say that. He could go in the 70s, in the 60s, in the 80s.
He will fit in any era.
He's not my guy, but I get why he's where he's at. He can go in any era. And Bret Hart's, all those guys. He can do all that stuff. Go ahead.
Gunther might be the case of losing weight made you fall off. No disrespect. But when he was Walter and he was wrestling the same style, it looked so much more imposing.
More imposing because he was bigger. It looked like he was
it looked more masterful and more monsterful. Mm-hmm. And now Randy Orton is thicker than him.
Balls. Listen. This. I want to talk about it. We know what happened. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break them down systematically, do what we do best, and just try to entertain you. All right. All pop and circumstance away from everything else that I have been saying. Thank you for being a part of the Mike Knoxxx Show for over 16 years at this point, over 3 million listens and going forth back. I am the OG of the OGs that began the OGs. So we are here to talk about wrestling because we love wrestling. That's why we're here. We have to be fair. We have to be objective. That's how I tell Tulsa fans. I am here because I believe I am objective. No matter what you believe, no matter what my passion comes off, it's really objective. Watching this pay-per-view, because the world we live in, Spot, all I could think about was, if this was AEW, what would those fans say? Same way when I watch AEW, I go, if this was WWE.
I say it all the time.
It's unfortunately, it's sad. It's there. It's what it is, but it's the reality and perception. I'll say it all the time, right?
The problem that I'm having with the product now, especially when we're in the same week that Unreal was debuted.
Yeah.
Is when you go.
I love Unreal, by the way. I'm sorry. I do. Being
a former wrestler myself, I know what goes on behind the scenes.
I was just happy they got to tell wrestlers, I hate it's real to me, damn it. Yes, I get it, all that. And you're a former wrestler. I've been in the ring. I've been around wrestling. I said the F word on Monday. Got people some upset. You know what I'm saying? It's predetermined. I won't say it again. It was blasphemous on this SummerSlam.
Call it a live action soap opera. That's the best way I've described it. Any young lady that I've ever dealt with that didn't understand wrestling, it's a live action soap opera.
It's a live action General Hospital. Absolutely.
Right. And what I showed them as an example is always the Macho Man Miss Elizabeth WrestleMania 7.
Yes.
With no nuance. She just sees Elizabeth climb over. You know what I mean? They go, well, where'd she come from? Who's that? That's his wife. Oh, okay. And then they get it.
Good one. Very good one in that analogy, because you're right. That was what it took, right? Because that was reality into wrestling. I like that.
She would go, why they crying? And I would show her, like, yo, this has been going on. He left her. He turned bad. Oh, he's good again. And then they get it. And then we get what we got last night, and we go, y'all got to do better. It's 2025.
It's 2025. And you have to do better.
Jelly Roll should not be the star of the show.
Who?
Jelly Roll.
I don't think he was the star of the show, but I get your point.
Coming out of the pay-per-view, if you watch the post show, they had to bring him out.
I didn't want to watch the post show. Excuse me. For the first time in a long time, I was not happy with how the post show demonstrated itself within the confines of the show. I didn't like that at all. So it just was something that I didn't feel that I enjoyed being a part of.
Okay.
And because of that, I just had to, I don't know. I was not happy with last night. And like I said, you're one of my closest friends, my brother in this wrestling world that we've met through this wrestling world. And even you sometimes say, man, you think I got some rose-colored glasses on and watching the WWE. And I think last night, as we transition here to talking about this program, that changed a lot for me. But I've been here for a while. I've always said, hey, it's wrestling. I'm going to enjoy it. I don't care what anybody says. That's just where I believe in watching the product, seeing how it unfolds, right, and then I can critique it, good or bad. I don't like to critique it beforehand because everything is not there, no matter if it's a high or a low place. So let's just go there right now. We see the photo right there. We know what happened at the end of the show, but let's talk about the beginning of the show. It did open up, right? You text me, which was odd, right? My children, we are a Roman Reigns household. Y'all see the videos. I've been bestowed with the Ula Fala of the Knox clan. Okay. And even my kids didn't put the ones up. Like I had to yell at Michaela Wonders, like, yo, where your ones at? You know what I'm saying? Put your hands up. This match in the daytime was just not hitting. Okay. Last night was trash. I fell asleep twice. I will say I had to order some food to stay awake because I felt myself drifting off. I felt myself drifting off. But I always say, as I will say, it's made for us on TV, but it's not if you're there. But I couldn't even imagine enjoying this being there, right? Let's talk about the obvious is that we don't normally talk about in WWE, and I want to be fair to playing both cards. This is still the number one wrestling company in the world. There's no ifs and buts or maybes about it. This is not Android. This is Apple, okay? Half the stadium on the other side, on the end zone, was off. It was nobody there, okay? They typically push it back a little bit further. It's typically more seats than that and than that. But for what it was, it looked completely, it's for what they had seats sold, looked pretty man near sold out. Let's not go there with it, right? The crowd makes a match when you're watching it at home on television. A crowd makes a show. It can, if you watched Unreal, if you haven't watched Unreal, spoiler alert, Cody Rhodes says the crowd will tell you, the crowd can take over a show sometimes. And you have to be good enough in your job to not let it take over a show. This show, the crowd had nothing. This crowd showed me nothing, Spotface. This match, my tribal chief is coming out, and his pyro was even fucked up when he put his ones up on the apron.
Well, because it's 6 o'clock on the East Coast, 6:45 on the East Coast, in the beginning of August, in an open dome stadium, and it's sunny as hell.
But when he put the ones up, it didn't come off. They went until he got in the ring, and then they said they were late with the pyro. And then the pyro you saw was trash.
I guess they tried to get him there later. Maybe 2 minutes later, they get a little darker.
He was off time. He was off time.
It's like I text you. We've been conditioned for the last 5 to 7 years at this point.
Yes.
That Roman Reigns is a main event guy.
I'm going to tell you what I said. Go ahead.
And I know what you're going to say.
You already know what I said to you.
In the opening match.
That's what he does. He either opens or closes. You're not going to diss my tribal chief right now.
I'll get to the closing of the show later with Roman Reigns. But when you have an opening match with Roman Reigns and a tag team match of a reunion with him and main event Jay, with a weak build. You
don't have to have a strong build. It's Roman Reigns.
And this is where we disagree. Sometimes it's who the opponent is. This is why Mania 7 went off after Warrior and Savage, because no one wanted to see Hogan and Slaughter.
You don't see the beginningness of the... Listen, this man, Bron Breakker, is singing, no, Roman Reigns, you should have stayed home. Roman Reigns, you should have stayed home.
And dare I say this? Then it should have been a 2 singles matches. It should have been 2 singles matches. Because Bronson Reed needs a win, and Bron Breakker needs a win.
Listen, I had these guys picked to win this match, but I also had this picked before Monday night. Before I saw Monday Night Raw, and to me, the infamous, people don't understand it. If you don't understand it, well, we don't want my favorite songs of all time, right? From Naughty by Nature. If you've never been to the ghetto, don't ever come to the ghetto, because you're not from the ghetto, so you wouldn't understand the ghetto. So sit the fuck out.
He didn't even get his sneakers back. But he didn't even get his sneakers back, bro.
He called him the
shoe of follow.
The shoe of follow. They should have won the match. But once you saw Monday, I knew they wasn't. It's SummerSlam for me. For me, the wrestling fan I am, that's not that big of a deal to me. But it wasn't. I get your point. As a wrestling fan, who you think? I guess right there depends on where you are, because there's Yeats, there's Jey Usos, there's Roman Reigns fans that want to see those guys win, and that's all they care about. You don't have
they're bulletproof at this point.
Yeah, but you got to say that the fans that are there, they want to see those guys win, no matter what we want to see in the building or out the building. We believe these guys should have won. I'm agreeing with you.
But and you know what that showed me?
What about the other fans?
But that telegraphed the end of the night for me. That telegraphed the end of the night, because your main villains on Monday got to look strong. And that telegraphed the end of the night, just like it did at WrestleMania 31 with Seth and Randy.
Did you not enjoy this match at all?
No.
At all? No, what? The match was good.
Let me cook.
They stopped it. Hold on, let me cook. They stopped in the middle of the match to go.
That's right there. That's a problem right there. As a former in-ring competitor, that's a problem right there.
Oh, you bugging. You are bugging.
Let me get on 2. After WrestleMania, Roman never once tried to go after Heyman. Never once went to grab at him, choke at him, spear at him.
He did in the beginning. That Raw.
I'm talking about last night. It's supposed to be up. Now 3. Now 3, as a former competitor, and fans, I know y'all hear me. You line all 4 of them up together, they look like a group. Why is everybody in black and white? And look like, and I text you that. Why is everybody dressed like they in the NWO like this is a new group?
It is a new group.
No, I'm talking about Roman, Jay, and Breakker and Reed. They all have a match of colors, bro.
You're picking it. You can tell you hate WWE so much.
I do not. I do not.
Color scheme? Come on, bro.
A color, yes, especially when Jey Uso is known for color. especially
good point.
Especially when he's known for the color.
Good point. I keep you that.
Come on now.
Listen.
Exactly. Yeah, defend it. Roll color glasses. Come on, WWE guy. Come on.
Speaking of glasses, my ass is blind as shit lately, y'all. I'm sorry. I know I'm officially getting old. Damn, DJ, I know you know how it feels now. You've been wearing glasses your whole life. Why you ain't tell me how important they are? Shit. Okay, I couldn't see shit. I can see you now. All right, you got that glare in the background, but I can see you through the glare. Okay, I'm in HD. All right, listen, I like the match. I thought the match was good. I enjoyed the match. I just didn't like the winners of the match. The match is a good opening starter. I'm a believer, and I know wrestling enough. I know the business enough to know Roman's going to do one thing: get the hell out of there earlier or leave late because I'm coming later to the show because I end the show. Roman got to do that. Roman won. Roman did not need the win, but if you look about it in the sense of how WWE has always been built, Roman was gone. He came back. He got his ass whooped. He's going to get the win. I should have known to get the win. This was not a pick of who I knew was going to win because I knew Roman was going to win. This was a pick of who I wanted to win. And that was pretty much this whole SummerSlam, who I wanted to win versus who should win. This was the beginning of that, right? So then we get to this match here. I'm just going to say it because I don't know how else to say it. It upsets me that I have to say it so much because all of a sudden, ain't that a bitch? Now y'all like Charlotte Flair?
Charlotte Flair is the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Took Alexa Bliss to do it.
Bullshit!
It took Alexa Bliss to do it.
Big Mommy Cool and Roxanne should not have lost this match.
Now, let me tell you why I have a problem with that. Let me tell you why.
Lost this match.
Because I agree with you.
But I had them because I knew the WWE would have them win. So I went with this one. Walking contradiction to my last pick, but I just knew they was going to do this one.
I agree with you.
Hope for another one. Go ahead.
The storyline, because again, wrestling is what? Storyline.
That's facts.
The storyline is they're not friends. Can they coexist?
Yes.
At the same exact time, your Raw storyline is I'm holding these belts till Liv comes back. And in no way in that, they're supposed to take the titles off them unless we don't know something that's going on with Liv. And furthermore, build up the relationship of Charlotte and Alexa. Let them lose here because they needed the win in the younger women in Roxanne and Raquel. And then they can get the titles. We got a PLE in the end of the month. They can win them in Paris.
The 31st. They could have won them in Paris. But again,
ain't like there's other tag teams out there.
This is their
division.
This is the second biggest pay-per-view of all time. I mean, of the WWE. Not all time. Let me rephrase that straight.
Because the way they treat the Rumble, I think they treat the Rumble better than SummerSlam now.
I mean, I think all that's perspective. You can see that, but we know what their history is,
right?
And this is why this is 2 nights. It's not 2 nights of Rumble yet.
It will be,
right?
It's coming,
right? It's SummerSlam, just like their previous match with Roman and them. Charlotte should have won at Mania. Well, let me rephrase that. Depending on where you sit. Sorry, Tiffany time. It's not clobbering time. I think her time is over, but she's still winning matches. Okay.
We'll get to that.
Charlotte, it's Charlotte to me. She doesn't have to get to the back of the line, but I also get the hate of the fans of her and having to get repackaged. It just feels so weird to me because all of a sudden, I'll always go back to Vince McMahon's words that people hate when I say, I will tell you what to cheer for. I'll tell you what not to cheer for because he's not lying. He will let you. You don't like Charlotte? Let me make you like Charlotte real fast. They did a really good job of that.
What's happening here is Team Hell No syndrome, where
Good call.
Where we didn't expect them to like it like this.
Right. But they did.
Like, we didn't expect them to really take to this. And now that they took to this, here comes the merch. Here comes.
Oh, you see it. It's coming. It's coming.
See it coming.
Yeah.
You know, here come the vignettes with them being best friends, doing best friend stuff until Alexa hits the dark side, you know, and then that will be the Mania match probably next year. Yeah. Her and Alexa when Alexa goes spooky wookie. But, you know, I put it this way, if it highlights the tag division better, because it has nothing to highlight.
Well, I like Roxanne and Big Mommy Cool. I think for the first time, here's my thing real fast. I think that not Roxanne Perez, I'm sorry. I think that Big Mommy Cool always gets to the up there and then something happens to knock her off. Right?
Well, ever since that tweet with Kevin Nash,
hold on. So I never get a chance to actually see what they've been trying to build for her for years. So I never get to see it. I think she's finally there. And we talk about people who are better at chasing titles, I think Raquel having those belts, being dominant like she's been, where I can see her against Rhea Ripley and actually beating Rhea Ripley and things like that. She's finally there and you take it away. Then you take away the young girl who is Roxanne, who's your best friend's greatest prodigy from NXT to the main roster. Charlotte and Alexa doesn't need this win.
I agree.
They don't need this win. And I didn't like that.
They didn't need the titles to get the team over. The team was already over.
They were already over anyway. Absolutely. Because moving on. Now, in my household, this isn't me. This is my children. Okay? Don't be mad at me. The third match is known as the bathroom match in my household. And yet again, the WWE pulls the wrong trigger because Karrion Kross should have won this fucking match. It wasn't even a good match.
Oh, man.
I have invented in the podcasting wrestling world, let's dance. Remember that? Dance partners. Let's dance.
Yeah, we came up with that.
This shit was terrible. This was a terrible, which is really not acceptable because I've seen better matches of them on Raw, but even on Raw, I felt like it was kind of forced. I just don't like these two matchups. I just don't like it. If the storyline's not going to fit, this is a match where I say wrestling is #storyline that needs storyline to be bigger than what the match would be. And they should have put this, it's being the match would be bigger than the storyline, and it backfired to me. I did not like this matchup. This is part of the reason why at SummerSlam I was ready to go to sleep. I had to go. I did not enjoy this up to this point, outside of Roman and them, even with Charlotte and winning and it being cool and cute. Let me just go back to Roman and for a second. Overly used moves in professional wrestling now, it's the push out of the friend.
Yeah. Yeah. The first two matches did it. Back to back.
Back to back. Oh, they got the way. I got it. You're killing me with it, Petey. You're killing me, Petey. You're killing me. Your thoughts on this match, bro?
If the contract is up, thank God for Karrion Kross, a.k.a. Killer Kross.
Why is you happy for that?
A.k.a. one of the reasons why NXT was so much fun back when it was TikTok. You know, he's never been handled right on the main.
He flipped off your niece. She hates him to this day.
Oh, wow.
When we went to NXT, when he was champion down there, he flipped the Ross
because he was in character.
I love Karrion Kross, dog. I'm sorry. I don't want him to leave. And I don't think Chips is going to let him leave. That's just me.
You know what I want? I wouldn't mind him going back to TNA with the partnership.
I wouldn't mind that. I'd rather go back to NXT than TNA.
Yeah, but then in TNA and NXT, he's way bigger than them down there.
Well, they're not doing TNA no justice anyway. So.
Yeah, but back to last night with the match. Sami Zayn is bulletproof at this point. He didn't need the win.
Sami Uso. He doesn't need the
win. Uso. Again, there's a lot of talent on this roster that have so many racked up wins and so many racked up moments that they can take an L and bounce back on Monday and nothing will change. And that should have happened last night. Win, lose, or draw. That's why I said unless the contract is up, then you always go out on your back. That's just the rule they made. 9 times out of 10, that's just what it is.
That's what it is.
But as a Kross fan, I could look at the entrance and tell he was dejected. I could look at the interaction with Scarlett, and a husband and wife. A wife will reveal the truth in her eyes, and you can look. And if you know them, you can look at them and tell where the dejection was at. And they just had to get through the match and get through the work and go home. And that's exactly what they did. And it's sad because Kross went from, wrestling at WrestleMania 40.
Vince killed him. Let's be honest.
Oh, with the Gimp stuff from night one.
Yeah, night one.
Coming up with the NXT title, losing to Jeff Hardy.
Like he was in Spartacus.
Yeah, he came up, lost to Jeff Hardy with the NXT title around his waist.
That killed him ever since. So moving on from the bathroom match, that did lead me to this match, which people don't mind social media. When I said this match was terrible,
oh God,
this was the match I was referring to. When I watching this match for me, I just wasn't happy, y'all. I wasn't happy with it. I didn't like it. I was offended by this match because here I go. I get Tiffany and I get Jade Cargill, and I get them in a sense where they actually get to show who they could be. When she won being Jade Cargill, when she won the Queen of the Ring, I didn't think it made sense. I didn't understand it, why it happened. I knew at that point, I didn't think it was going to be, it just didn't make sense. She goes against Tiffany, and I get you're trying to get Tiffany over. My, not how you do it. Like,
let me blind tag you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
3 things. I thought it was for Naomi to cash in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I didn't mind her winning Queen of the Ring. 2, I didn't know she was Jamaican all of a sudden.
I didn't either.
Right? So I'm mad at the entrances with this being a women's championship match, and this is supposed to be the summer version of WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. The entrances didn't give me no gravitas. And thirdly, I'm going to say this to you, and because you're a wrestling fan, you'll get it, and I think you'll agree. They actually belong together if they were both heels.
Yeah.
If they were both heels, and the snobby, bratty, blonde, blue-eyed, busty one would have the big, strong black woman as her bodyguard, and they would rule a tag division until eventually, 2 to 3 years down the line, they would have the match at Mania or SummerSlam because they broke up.
That's exactly what it would happen to be.
Like, what are y'all doing?
What are y'all doing?
This was never going to be a good match.
No, it was terrible.
They both have the same amount of experience. Maybe Tiffany has a little bit more.
The dancing was completely off. I couldn't stand it. I did not like any of this at all. It just, and I'll be honest with you, it was probably one of the better performances from Jade. She didn't miss her mark when I say that. Every match, Jade misses a mark. Nothing against her. I don't even speak on botches because I'm not in the ring doing it. I hate when fans say, "Oh, botch, you can't do the shit. Shut the fuck up."
No, not that it was a botch, but
she didn't miss the mark. What mark did she miss? She didn't miss the mark yesterday.
The foot on the rope part with Tiffany.
No, I thought that was done on purpose to make up for what happened at Queen of the Ring when the Jade stuff happened. I told my daughter that when it happened. I said, "Yo, that's them." Still went a little bit too far back into the ropes. But when she did it, I said, okay, Lisa's going to go. Because I said it wasn't just Jade's fault to get up and do the repin. The referee, we talked about that. The referee should have said, hey, move her off, kick out. Especially since Unreal, we knew they had an ear in their ears.
The communication with the refs are the most important.
From the referees.
Yeah, now.
So let's not blame Jade no more for that. Let's blame the back off. Let's blame Gorilla.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. With Unreal, you're right. With
Let's blame
Unreal.
Gorilla.
With Unreal. When these matches go awry, when these cues get missed, when things happen like that, you do blame Gorilla, the producers, and everybody in the back who put this thing together. Because I don't know who sat at that table and said Stratton and Cargill make sense.
Yeah. I did not get it.
They could drink all the polar bear spritz of water they want to. Because I seen the snacks in the back.
What's that water they be drinking now? That thing is real popular, them cup waters or
The
whatever.
cup waters. They must have some cup waters last night. They in Jersey. They could have some cup
They
waters.
definitely had some cup waters last because this was just terrible.
Why would they even do like? I don't even know when would you think to put this in 2025? They should never wrestle.
Unless, which I thought it was too soon anyway. Way too soon. Ray premature. That's when she won it. I said, this is stupid. This was like having Otis win the Money in the Bank.
Pointless.
It's pointless.
Jade, like I said,
Jade had to win to make this match make any sense.
I didn't mind Jade winning. And if Jade would have won the belt, then Naomi should have cashed in on her. I don't know where they thought. Because see, we could have had 2 cash-ins in the same night. Yes. That would have been historic in itself at SummerSlam. It wouldn't have took away from nothing. But my problem with it is you do the talent a disservice. Those women weren't ready for that against one another there.
Jade looks like a modern day China. She got it all, but I don't think she's ready to carry the brand. I want to see her win as much as the next person. She shouldn't win it all. She's not ready. But here's the thing. But here's the thing that I've learned with the WWE's business model. You don't have to have it all. You have to have a look.
And that's what she has.
And you can, honest to God, Tiffany is, I don't know what it is. I was a believer in Tiffy time. I also thought it was too soon. I love when Nia gave her the briefcase, the Barbie briefcase, like the purse. That's her lane. Her lane is not at 25 years old. This is what you do. This is what you did to Brock Lesnar. Learn from Vince in a sense of you give 2 people so much too early, too soon. Where will they be later on? Because she is beating the greatest in the ring at this moment, and I'm just not there for it.
She was supposed to be Trish Stratus Jr., but they've yet to find her leader.
That's the problem. This was truly the bathroom match, but better than I thought it was going to be, if that is fair. Okay. Right here, you do get... personally, I don't know these people. Let's just be fair. So I am being a hater. I am your fan's favorite hater. And that's what I am, because every fan have hate inside of them. It's fanatical. I'm a fanatic. I'm a fan. I don't like Logan Paul, but inside of a WWE ring, I fucking love Logan Paul. He has everything a professional wrestler and bodies. Okay. I didn't do it for Jade Cargill for my Black Girl Magic dance, but for what he got in the ring, Logan Paul, you punk ass.
That way good.
I do it from WrestleMania back in Texas when he did the shimmy. I said he understands the assignment.
Best heel in the business right now. One of the best heels in the business.
One of the best heels in the business right now. He's going in there with who I think, if you put him on a platter and you're going to make a wrestler, in the words of the executive consultant from Unpopular View Wrestling, make sure you guys check them and follow them right now. They are down there everywhere. Where's the content? Go search for it. It should be somewhere. Okay. And he said, I'm going to make a wrestler out of Drew McIntyre. Got the height, got the build, can wrestle, can talk. You might want to insert, I can add other people. I'm gonna make Roman in there now that y'all like him. They didn't like him 10 years ago. You remember that spot? They hated Roman 10 years ago, right? You can make him out of RKO.
Blue contact Roman sucker and succotash. Come on now.
I've been a Roman Reigns fan since.
Yeah,
I am proud to say I am still a fucking mark for CM Punk. John Cena.
We'll get to that.
John Cena. I can't wait to tomorrow's show because John Cena on Friday, I got so much to talk about. I marked out like a little kid.
We'll get to that.
But I was in the bathroom watching this. Randy Orton they have done. Listen, you know how we think we know that we thought we knew that we thought we understood that Randy and Triple H was real cool friends because they ain't did shit for Randy since Randy's been back.
That's what I wanted to say. Why wasn't that not LA Knight?
Why was this not LA Knight?
Oh yeah, Randy's too big for that. No pause,
This
but
could be LA Knight's moment.
yeah,
I don't even like LA Knight like that, but this is
but
LA
he needs that
Knight's
kind
moment.
of shine, that spotlight rub.
Yes.
I didn't get it. With this match, I would say two things. Jelly Roll, I thank you for taking it serious.
I thought they was gonna win.
No, I know. I feel like we might get Jelly Roll Logan Paul at Mania. I'm sorry.
We better not get a Roll Logan. I want my Bad Bunny versus Logan Paul.
I do too. You right.
Shit.
Where's Mania next year back in Vegas? I think we're gonna get Jelly Roll. I think we're gonna get Jelly Roll. And while we on it, if you're listening, hey Budweiser, I told you Jelly Roll was a star.
Oh God.
I told y'all.
Oh God.
Listen, I got my own beef.
Oh God.
I was supposed to book him for the draft in Detroit for the NFL draft. Budweiser said he's not a star. They didn't see it. And now look where we at. I'm just saying. Now back to business. Out of the best celebrity matches, better than Snooki.
Well, listen, y'all gonna leave Snooki alone. Snooki did a backflip.
Because they showed
Right.
him.
Snooki did a backflip. I seen Snooki get knocked the fuck out, dog. All right, which was wrong as fuck. Okay, no, you gonna leave Snooki alone. There will be no Jersey floor slander here because you do not do push up chapsticks. You cannot talk about Jersey Shore on my watch.
Snooki hosting Jersey.
Listen, what was Cardi B hosting? She came out and said one damn thing. The worst host ever. Worst host ever.
Speaking of worst host, shout out to the Papa John's commercial with all the talent who should be on the cards just eating pizza. It was New Day back then. Nikki Bella was back there. What's his name now? Big G. Paul Grayson Waller. If the writing ain't on the wall for that future endeavors, I don't know what is.
Listen, but they dropped the ball with my man 8 times down. Austin Theory is a star.
They dropped the ball with all of them.
Austin Theory's a star. I don't think it's Triple H. I do not think it's Triple H. Everyone wants to give him the blame for everything. It's not. The company is run
by TKO.
And he has people to tell him what he can and can't do.
Yeah, see, Triple H is a content
creator.
He's in control of the content. He's not in control of who they push.
Yeah.
He's in control of how they're used.
Yep.
He's in control of how they're used, but he's not in control of who gets pushed.
It was not his idea
to
make sure that CM Punk was on stage in celebration of Hulk Hogan passing away. Did you see CM Punk's face toward that moment?
Oh, man.
He looked so unhappy. Go ahead. Talk about this bullshit because I thought that there's no way Jelly Roll's losing. But when this was better than the last two matches we've talked about.
Right.
Okay, it was better than this match. It was better than this match.
It was better than the last two matches at SummerSlam.
They had at SummerSlam. It was probably the third best match of the night. Belonged to Jelly Roll, like you said. He took it serious. They lied. He lost 230. He took the EpiPen, people. Stop acting like motherfuckers is going in the gym. And again, I'm not hating. Lose the weight how you lose the weight. But don't act like the motherfucker in the gym with his mail-ordered bride. Yeah, I said this shit, Jelly Roll. Okay, I said this shit. If your ass was not Jelly Roll and you didn't pay for her extremities,
she hot though. Okay. She hot though. If Vince was in charge,
should have been part of the show for sure.
She would have won the woman's title.
Should have definitely been part of. No, put her in a tight ass lingerie right now. Let's see the puppies. Where's the king when I need them puppies?
She would have got Claymored. She would have got something. But shout out. I mean, again, the match was what the match was. I like the storytelling with the match. There was good storytelling within the match with Jelly Roll being overconfident, wanting to go at it, I thought Randy was going to turn on him for 1 second, like get me out of here.
Yeah.
But I do think it should have been LA Knight. Only thing LA Knight got was a Slim Jim commercial. I would have preferred him in that spot and not Randy.
I don't like that Slim Jim commercial. I'm sorry. I've watched it 4 or 5 times. They treat Jey Uso like a bitch in that commercial. I'm just saying.
Like, I would prefer LA Knight in that slot versus Randy, because I think Randy at this point, if he's not in the upper echelon of title contention, he's in a very weird space as a talent at this point, where that should have just been for LA Knight or even Jey Uso teaming with him. Right. You know, somebody else that's a fan favorite versus it being Randy Orton. But we'll see. Like this was a really eye-opening SummerSlam as far as how
as in it sucks, as if this was AEW. Right now, I don't give a fuck what I'm about to talk about next. Like I did that transition's a motherfucker, right? Yeah, it did not save the pay-per-view.
It didn't.
It did not save the pay-per-view.
It didn't.
Look in my eyes. What do you see? A cult of personality. Yo, tell me what the Mike Knoxxx show's all about, please. Please tell them. Let them know right now.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Just want you to know. Just want to throw it out there. Okay. That this shows is all about what we like here in professional wrestling, how we feel about professional wrestling, okay? And that it's all about So let's sit back, let's relax, let's be entertained by wrestling and understand that we have to enjoy the product. But when you don't enjoy the product, it's okay to take out the garbage.
She's garbage. I took out the garbage. Everybody's like, oh, great. The garbage has been taken out. I say, hey, I took out the garbage. Everybody's like, I can't believe you took out the garbage. That's not what you say. When somebody takes out the garbage, you say, thank you for taking
the garbage, which was last night's pay-per-view. Spot face.
We're going to said that, not to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Given the stipulations, time out. With her match that we just heard that the man's voice in the main event for tonight, they should have been on this on night 1.
Maybe.
What do you call a no DQ, no count out match? A street fight.
Street fight.
So they should have been on night 1. Maybe that would have been a match of the night.
Listen, for what it's worth, though.
Yeah.
Spot. I will go that match of the night belonged to CM Punk and Gunther.
Yeah.
When I woke up my son to say, why are you going to sleep? I get that, you know, he said, why do you like Gunther, Dad? This is Michael II. He said, why do you like Gunther? I said, you know, he can wrestle. And he's very hard hitting. He reminds me of a JBL, just less entertaining than JBL. But he tells me a nice joke here and there that I find amusing. He says, so one little joke can get you amused? I said, yeah, it's wrestling. Yeah. I got to get it where I fit in at. And I don't think it started off very well. Like the first 7 minutes, 8 minutes of this match, it felt wonky and clunky. And it just, they didn't feel like, I was like, oh, this is kind of, can they fix it? And then you start to see the story get told in the match. This is why I believe wrestling is storyline. They did to me tell a story beforehand. And I think what Paul Heyman introduced to make Roman Reigns the second greatest WWE superstar of all time next to Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, the Gold Heel, Tupac Shakur, Pipe Bomb Cena is their tribal chief. They all learn now to talk shit in the ring where they pick up the microphones in the ring. So watching this match and hearing Gunther say, who's a boy now? Call me a boy now. All this stuff. But seeing how early on, here go the old ass lion, because he's new, he's old. It's all they got that first win. CM Punk got his ass whooped for about 35 minutes, y'all. Okay? He did. And then he won a match.
He didn't get whooped like Brock did Cena at SummerSlam.
No, nobody got whooped like that. Suplex City was embarrassed. Suplex City was embarrassing. That should have never happened. Okay. He beat the shit. You're right. But he got his ass whooped for 35 minutes in a Gunther way. Blood everywhere. This match was really good. I don't know if he cut his nose or he broke his nose or what the fuck really happened there. I'll wait for Unreal Season 2. To be what happened there.
That's what I had a problem with.
Okay.
Gunther has never stood on a table and gloated. That's not his character. That has never been the gimmick.
I'm sorry, Chris Benoit. Your picture of you being Chris Benoit is horrible. The show was horrible still, nonetheless. But you need to change your picture, bro. Like,
to be the spot that was used for him to blade or cut himself or to draw blood.
Yeah,
that was so uncharacteristic of the gimmick of the ring general.
I will pause you there, and I will raise you to tell you, first of all, not often they have these fucking advertisements that actually fit the match. The general insurance with the ring general.
That was great marketing.
Great marketing.
Because that was great marketing.
But I tell you where it did fit, and hear me and agree. He was talking so much shit in that match that it did fit. Because he was talking so much shit in that match, it did fit. That he would go out there and say, I'm beating your ass.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where I thought I say that it did fit. But here is something that was a little controversial. I don't know if you guys saw this.
Well, that has shocked Gunther, and you're right.
He taps out right here.
Gunther's granite mindset has to be.
Yeah.
He tapped out. He tapped out. But he wins the match. He has the title for all of, 5 minutes and some change that he had this belt. 5 minutes and 10 seconds that he had the title. He has these beautiful clothes on because Fantastic Four was overrated. Clobbering time, nonetheless. I thought this was great. But then Dr. Doom came out. And I am one to say, because I'm okay with this. I said that Seth was hurt. I said, how hurt was Seth? We go back a couple of shows ago I had right here when he got hurt. It was my moment of the week. Seth Rollins gets injured. I think what most fans thought, he was hurt, but he wasn't as hurt that he couldn't, And I say this. If you watch wrestling and pay attention, my daughter called it out because this is the show for the intelligent wrestling fan. Thank you for following. Please like, follow, and subscribe to the program. Okay. She said, Dad, he's still hobbling. When he went down to that ring, he wasn't running at Seth Rollins speed going out of that ring. He's still hurt.
I mean, he ain't run that fast in 10 years, though.
But he's not hurt. He's been faster than 10 years. Stop. That's the Messiah. Okay. Seth freaking Rollins pulled off the coup of the year.
They call it the rules of the century.
When he's on the stage, and here's the thing I told my daughter, maybe it's a stretch. The people who are smarter than us, who are nerds of more than us, that said, have you noticed every time that his Titantron image is the color he wears? We should have knew what belt he was going after because the briefcase was black and gold. So we should have knew what belt he would, because a lot of rumors were having it say B that tonight he was going to cash in against Cody or Cena. And then all of a sudden we get to see that face back turn allegedly until I see the night. I don't believe it's real until the night. I hope it's real. If it ain't real, if it's bad, I still don't give a fuck. I'm a Cena mark. I'm a fucking scream either way. But Seth Rollins comes back last night, takes off the cast, cashes in and wins Money in the Bank spot. Your take.
Well, to comment off what you said, one, Seth was never going to go to SmackDown without Becky.
I do not think it's so interesting. I do not think I think he was hurt. I'm
talking about in terms of the cash in and the
I'm asking the question. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm talking about in terms of the coloring and all that extra nerdism that, you know, I'm a wrestling fan, but I have a life. I don't pay attention to all that jazz. But he's the big bad of Raw. He was never going to SmackDown.
Yeah.
So we knew it was going to be the World Heavyweight title. I thought, like he said previously, you would never be world champion as long as I'm here.
And he meant that.
So
You got that shit for 5 minutes. It's over.
So, no, but I thought he would have never let him even win the belt.
Win it all. I give you that. Okay. I get you.
Like, I thought he was never going to, like, even get to touch the belt. Like, he may have won the match, but he would have never got to touch the belt. So to give the celebration and then for it to come out, okay, that's the dramatics of the sports entertainment. Here's where I have a problem with it. I much have rathered it been Punk saw it coming. He had time to drop the crutches, undo the brace. Punk is known for getting out
his ass beat for 40 minutes.
Hear me out. Punk is known for getting out of the ring, going to the crowd, kissing it goodbye, and you could have ended it that way. Because the whole time, Punk has been a smart baby face. Punk has never been a dumb baby face until last night. Last night made CM Punk a very dumb baby face to not see this coming.
No way in hell.
I'm sorry. The man had time to drop crutches, turn around, take off a jacket, drop a knee brace, and you're just standing there with the belt where all you have to do is leave.
He's in the moment.
Listen to me.
Listen to me. He's not young Punk no more. He's not young Punk no more. He's not young Punk no more. He's in a moment. He's crying. Look at him. He is crying.
If you watched, he looked to see if Breakker and Reed was there. He could have left the ring.
Oh, God. You can't please everybody, no diet.
All I'm saying is wrestling.
Jesus.
No. See, and this is where you are Mark. Because if wrestling is storyline.
I am a Mark. You're a Mark too.
Hold on. If wrestling is storyline, where was Roman Reigns?
Gone on his plane.
If wrestling is storyline,
signing his Jordan deal. What do you mean?
No, Seth is here. Heyman is here. It's not happening on my watch. That's what I'm saying. If wrestling is truly storyline, Punk would have left through the crowd and it made you want to watch on Monday. Period.
Let me
wrestling is always
for the
about
first time ever,
tomorrow.
Spotfix will have me rename it. Wrestling is storyline and wrestling is hashtag the business.
Wrestling is always about tomorrow. Wrestling is always about Monday. In this case, wrestling is about Monday. And we already know what happened.
Yeah, Seth Rollins is your new World Heavyweight Champion.
and how I just said in the previous match about this Mania, this SummerSlam showed us where they at in the order. What's next for Gunther?
He's going home. Gunther is going home. He's got a broken nose. That's where Gunther is going.
I guess he's about to be El Grande Americano 2 or 3 in this case.
Listen,
like Kaiser.
The end of SummerSlam. I'm sorry. The end of SummerSlam was a great ending. It was a great main event. Not better than WrestleMania to me. That triple threat to me still up for match of the year, despite what I saw it all in. Despite what I saw it all in, it's still up there for match of the year to me. Is that triple threat match? This match was pretty good. I think Gunther does what Gunther does great. I'm going to give Gunther his props. I am slowly becoming a Gunther fan. Okay, wrestling fans just go with anything that's not what WWE fans will do is that if WWE likes it, they will purposely not like it. Okay, and so for me, Gunther was to me that guy that the fans just look at him, and I think Gunther's quite boring. I also get it, but no, this was about last night, the main event. This is about the main event. Nothing else mattered in this whole night because it's a 2 out of 5. Maybe a 3 if I'm being nice to be a Mark, as he called me. Yes, I am a Mark. Shout out to the wrestling Marks of Excellence. Okay.
2.5.
Thank God for 2 nights because damn it, night 1 was ass. And this could not save it as great. And I will say as great as last night's main event was. Do not say it wasn't a great main event. Or you'll be lying. I will kick you off this shit and go solo right now myself.
It was very good wrestling.
He thought about that one, y'all.
No, because again, I said this. I'm a Walter fan. I'm a Gunther fan. My version of, and I enjoyed the wrestling style of Gunther, but in the form of Walter because it was more intimidating. It was more opposing. It was more physical in a sense. It was more theatrical in a sense.
His ass breathing heavy like a big fat fatty.
I'm sorry.
You saw Unreal. Why did Jey Uso lose the belt? I'm sorry, Uncle Rikishi. Hold on. I'm sorry, Uncle Rikishi. You want to complain that Jey Uso lost the belt?
History.
World champion. I didn't think it was justice. I didn't think it was fair. 51 days, that was it.
You saw Unreal. His ass couldn't breathe. Now you want Gunther to be just as fat as him.
I never said that. I never said that.
No, not really.
What I'm saying is those matches with Bate, Dunn, and Dragunov as Walter.
Those dudes are half his size.
Okay, so, bruh, I'm just saying.
Half his size.
I prefer that splash. I prefer that splash and that drop kick with more weight on it. I'm sorry.
I'm not knocking that. You have that opinion. It's still, to me, my perspective, it doesn't take away from how good he's in that ring. It doesn't take away from how the he whooped his ass in that ring. I still get it.
It would, because I know you like Samoa Joe. And if Joe lost too much weight like that, you'll be like, yo, Joe's not the same to me.
Again, let me finish. I'm not knocking you per se. And it would be more imposing. But I don't think that because it's not, big Cena versus smaller Cena, it's less imposing because it's still he's still delivering it with velocity and force. The power bombs looked weaker because he was going against Punk. And you have to know who you're dancing with. You're inside the ring. You were trained by who? One of the greatest of all time.
With Johnny Rods, baby.
It is. Okay. So what are we talking about here? Last night, night one, was a dud. Flat out as can be. CM Punk tapped out.
Well, that is shot, Gunther, and you're right.
He's tapped
out.
That's
not a tap. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what the fuck else is a tap.
What is that? What is that?
I have no idea.
Maybe he was telling us he didn't want to win. Maybe he's telling us. Yo, get it over with. Get it over with. He's killing me.
Listen, I am back tomorrow, y'all, for night 2. The Mike Knoxxx Show, same bat time, same bat channel at our normal time at 6 p.m. Y'all know we're talking about professional wrestling. You can take all that dumb shit and take it somewhere because the thoughts and opinions of Mike Knoxxx belong solely to Mike Knoxxx, only Mike Knoxxx, and therefore it only belongs to Mike Knoxxx.
Breaking news. This just in. The thoughts and opinions of Mike Knoxxx solely belong to Mike Knoxxx and does not represent Unpopular Reviews Wrestling in any way. Now back to the show for the intelligent wrestling fans.
Charlotte Flair is the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
So when y'all keep talking that dumb shit like LeBron's better than Michael Jordan.
Oh, God.
Stop it. Get some help.
It just doesn't make any sense. So when you say that AEW is not good, please, that is some of the...
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. There's no wonder you get D's and everything.
We about to go, y'all. Love wrestling. Enjoy wrestling. Let wrestling be what it is until you see the final product. Night 1, as the final product, Spot Face, was not good. I give it a 2.5 out of... Matter of fact, I'll be nice because I don't give really low grades in wrestling. I will give it a 3 out of 5. Ryback title.
God.
What did you give this show last night, brother?
I'm going to give it a Curtis Axel in the Continental title.
Wow, it was pretty damn bad, y'all. The main event was amazing and still could not save this. All you can say this whole show is... So for every fucking WWE mark that says, this was amazing! This is one of the greatest SummerSlams of all time!
Got it.
Ah! Get out of here with that bullshit. Listen, Spotface, thank you for joining me, my brother. I appreciate it. Night 1 SummerSlam. We are still here tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. Check the location, check the links, check the follows in the bios. Like, follow, and subscribe to the Mike Knoxxx Show, hosted by Mike Knoxxx, produced by Mike Knoxxx, directed by Mike Knoxxx, and all the shit that Mike Knoxxx can't say right now because Mike Knoxxx is dead, because I'm turning 50 on Wednesday, boy. Your old head is old head, and I'm walking niggas out of here. I didn't put you on my back long enough. I didn't put you on my back long enough. I'm tired of dog walking, y'all. I'm tired of doing it. I can't be humble no more. This is my camera. This is my microphone. Oh, I love it. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore.